morning. Hello. Thank you for joining me today. So my name's Verity, if you don't know me, and this is a Vinyasa flow class. So I'll give people a moment just to join and log on. A few people told me they were going to do this class later, so there might not be too many people. So I thought this morning we would do quite a lot of twisty poses. Some nice poses to free up the spine. And we'll be moving through a flow that does work the whole body, but lots of twisting. Twists are great for energizing, they're great for your spinal mobility, they're good for your digestion. There's also the big debate about whether twists are detoxing. So a lot of yoga texts will tell you that the action of kind of twisting and squeezing and then releasing brings fresh blood and energy back into your organs and it detoxes them. The medical community would maybe tell you that your body detoxes itself. Regardless of that debate, twists feel good, so that's why we do them. That's why we do yoga, really, because it feels good. So for class today, please just work with your breath. Don't do anything that's not comfortable. If something hurts, please just back out of it. This is your class for you. If you would like to rest, you can rest at any point. So this is your hour for yourself. So come to a comfortable position. So you can stay sitting up if you would like to, or you can come into child's pose. Just be comfortable. And we'll just take a moment just to connect with our breath. Notice how our body feels. So before you do anything, just close your eyes and just notice how your body feels today. So maybe you've got some tightness somewhere in your body. Just notice it. And just be kind and gentle to yourself throughout your practice today. Notice how your mind feels. So there's certainly lots going on in the world at the moment. There's maybe lots going on in your mind. This is your chance just to take an hour to reconnect with your body, connect with your breath, slow down. And now bring your attention to your breath and start to deepen your breath. So breathing first into your belly, let your belly expand. Into your ribs, lift your collarbones and then completely exhale. So you're working on trying to smooth out your inhale and smooth your exhale. So sometimes we can breathe in more of a jagged way. Try and really smooth your breath. And you're trying to make your inhale and your exhale equal lengths. So they're just as important as each other. And then maybe if it's comfortable for you, begin to inhale to a count of 4. And exhale for a count of 4. So you're slowing your breath down, just calming your breath. Good. Take one more deep breath. And then we'll start to move, gently warm up. So If you weren't already in child's pose, come to child's pose. So sit your hips back towards your heels, reach your arms forwards, and make this an active child's pose now. So come onto your fingertips, lift your elbows and look towards your hands, and really stretch your fingers as far away from you as you can. Keep looking towards your hands. It's good. And then walk both your hands over to the right, but keep your head framed in between your hands. Inhale deeply, and as you exhale, just let your head and chest relax down towards the floor. Take a deep breath in and exhale again. It's good. As you inhale, lift up, walk back through center, and then over to the left. Inhale, lengthen your spine, and as you exhale, relax down. So try not to let your right hip become too light. Push back and down into that right hip. One more deep breath. Good. And then come forwards. Lift yourself up into a tabletop position. And then we'll gently warm into the shoulders. So we'll come into a moving thread the needle. So if you inhale, lift your left arm up, reach up. And as you exhale, thread it underneath your right wrist, but don't bring your head down yet, because we'll lift straight back up. Reach up, exhale, reach through. Good. Once more, inhale and exhale. This time we'll stay here, so maybe come down onto your left cheek. Take a deep breath. So your right hand can stay where it is. You can reach towards the ceiling, or you can tuck your right hand round behind you. One more breath. As you inhale, reach back up. Plant your hand down. Lift yourself back to your tabletop and we'll swap over. So inhaling, right arm reaches up. Exhale, thread it through. Inhale, exhale. This last time we'll hold. So let your upper arm come down, your cheek come down, take a breath. Maybe lift your left arm up, maybe tuck it round, but it can stay on the floor. It's good. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, push yourself back to your tabletop. And then just make some small cow-cat movements to start off with. So round your spine, push the floor away. Inhale, look forwards. And then gradually making them deeper. Good. And then maybe roll your chest round. So rolling round the barrel. Good. And then change direction. Lovely. Spread your fingers, bring your hands underneath your shoulders and extend both legs out into plank. And then bring your knees down, release your toes and slowly lower yourself all the way down to your mat. Roll your shoulders back, and as you inhale, just come to a baby cobra. So keep your elbows bent. Exhale down. Tuck your toes, either push to your knees or straight back to downward facing dog. Take a breath here. And then as you inhale, come back forwards to your plank. We'll do it once more. So bring your knees down. Release your toes, slowly lower down. Forehead touches. Roll your shoulders back as you inhale. Push your feet down, lift your chest. Exhale, tuck your toes, come into downward facing dog. It's good. And then step your right foot in between your hands. Let your left knee come down and release your left toes. Find your balance, lift yourself up and bring your right hand to your right thigh. Lift your left arm up. stretch up with your left arm and then just gently bend over to the right. So try not to lean forward, feel the stretch through your left hand side. It's good. As you inhale, lift back up, and as you exhale, plant your left hand beside your right foot and turn to the right. Maybe lift your right arm up towards the ceiling and look at your hand. It's good. Take a deep breath here. And then as you exhale, bring your right hand inside your right foot. Try and keep your right knee and your right toes facing forwards and walk both hands towards the left top hand corner of your mat. So you're stretching out. Allow your head to relax. So your legs are in a lunge and your upper body is as it would be in downward facing dog. It's good. Walk your hands back. Take your right hand to the outside of your right foot. Tuck your toes, step back to downward facing dog. Take a breath. And then as you inhale, bring your left foot forwards, your right knee down. Inhale to lift up. Left hand comes to your left thigh. Right arm reaches up. Inhale to reach up. Exhale, just gently bend over to the left. Good. So often when we're bending to the side or twisting, our breath can become shallow. So try and keep your breath nice and deep as you're twisting. Inhale to reach to the ceiling, and as you exhale, bring your right hand by your left foot and turn to the left. Maybe lift your left hand up. It's good. Inhale, and as you exhale, bring that left hand inside of your left foot. So left toes and knee point forwards and then reach away to the right. Stretch your arms out, relax your head, take a deep breath. It's good. Exhale. Lovely. Walk your hands back in. Take your left hand to the outside of your left foot. Tuck your toes. Come back to downward facing dog. Take a breath here and think about pushing your fingers, your finger pads into the mat. Push them down and away. Lengthen your arms, maybe bend your knees and lift your hips up, and then think about easing your thighs back. One more deep breath. And then look towards your hands, either walk or take a big step. Fold over your legs, and as you inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands to heart. It's good. Bring your feet underneath your hip bones. Spread your toes and push them into the mat. Lift your kneecaps. Engage Mula Bandha, Uddiyana Bandha. Relax your shoulders and turn your palms to face the front. Tadasana. Take a breath. And then as you inhale, reach up. Exhale, bend your knees slightly, fold forward. Relax your head. Inhale, half lift. Maybe bring your hands to your shins or come onto your fingertips. Exhale, plant your hands, step back into plank. Let your knees come down. Lower yourself all the way down. Roll your shoulders back. Inhale to cobra. Exhale to downward facing dog. Good. Step your right foot forwards. Let your left knee come down. Bring your left hand by your right foot. Right hand to your right thigh and twist again to the right. Reaching your right arm up. Take a breath here. And then become light on your left fingertips. Tighten through your core. Inhale, lift your torso up. So reach your right arm back and your left arm forward. Stretch. Good. And then as you exhale, bring your left hand down. Sweep your right hand down. Tuck your toes. Step back to downward facing dog. We'll come straight onto the other side. So your left foot comes forwards, right knee down, release your toes. Right hand by your left foot, twist to the left. So think about twisting from your waist, then your ribs, then your shoulders. Maybe lift your arm up. Deep breath in. Become light on your right fingertips. And then lift yourself up. Push strongly into your foot. Reach your right arm forwards and your left arm back. Good. Inhale, and as you exhale, bring your right hand down. Sweep your left hand down. Tuck your toes. Come back to downward facing dog. Good. Lift high up onto the balls of your feet. Then ease your heels down. Once more. Lifting up. Heels down. Good. This time lift your heels and take both heels over to the left. See if you can push them down into the mat. Look back at your thighs. So your hands are still pushing down and forwards. Maybe you can straighten your legs. Maybe there's a little bend. Good. Come back through center. Bend your knees a little. Take both heels to the right. See if you can push your heels down. Maybe straighten your legs. Look towards your thighs. Good. Come back to center. As you inhale, come to plank. So in your plank, keep both hands down. Take both heels to the left. Still push through your right hand. Feel that twist through your core. Come back to center, both heels to the right. Good. Keep breathing. Lovely. Come back to center. Let your knees come down. Lower yourself down. As you inhale, bend your right knee. Bring the sole of your foot up towards the ceiling. Roll your shoulders back. Inhale to lift up. And then see if you can twist to bring this right foot behind your left leg. So your right toes come down, and then lift your hips up. So you're on the side of your left leg. Reach your right arm up, maybe reach over, lift your chest. Good. Reach your right arm up, come onto your side, and then stack your legs on top of each other for a side plank. If you want to, you can bring your knee down. Take one more breath here. And then see if you can take a big step with this right foot. Bring it towards the front of your mat. So you can help it if you need to. And then your left hand comes down by that right foot and twist to the right again. It's good. So we're lifting up. See if you can get light on your left fingertips. Push into your right foot. Inhale and lift. Good. If you want to, you can bring that back knee down. Keep breathing. Lovely. And then sweep your right arm forwards. Inhale to reach up. As you exhale, bring your hands down. Step back into your downward facing dog. Good. Come forwards into your plank again. Take both heels to the right. Push strongly into your left hand. Come back through center. Take both heels to the left. Good. Back to center. Bring your knees down. Lower yourself all the way down. And then bend your left knee, sole of your foot towards the ceiling. As you inhale, lift to your cobra, and then take this left foot across your right leg and come onto the ball of your left foot. Lift yourself up for a wild thing variation. Good. And then reach your left arm up. Stack your legs on top of each other or bring your knee down. Breathe. And then this Left leg is coming forwards to lunge. Help it if you need to. Good. Take a moment in your runner's lunge and then ground through your right hand. Twist to the left. Reach your left arm up. So twisting as much as is comfortable. Get light on your right fingers. Push into your left foot. Lift yourself up. Good. Keep breathing. Lovely. Sweep your left arm forwards. Inhale to reach up. And this time, as you exhale, bring your hands down and just step forwards. Come back to your Tadasana. Close your eyes and just take a moment to slow your breath. Feel the energy circulating through your body. The prana is starting to move. Good. Maybe close your eyes and take one more deep breath. Lovely. Release your hands down by your side, and as you inhale, reach up. As you exhale, turn to the right, bringing your right hand behind you and your left arm reaching forwards. And then inhale to reach up, turn to face the front. Turning to the left as you exhale, right arm reaches forward, left arm reaches back. Inhale, reach up. Bend your knees a little as you exhale, fold forwards and down. So maybe just bring your fingertips to the mat, or your hands can hover. Deeply bend your left knee and bring your left fingertips in front of your left toes. And then bring your right hand to your right hip. Turn to the right, straightening your right leg if it's comfortable. Lifting your right shoulder back. Maybe stay here or reach your right hand up towards the ceiling. Take a deep breath in. And then as you exhale, bring your right hand down. So your right fingers are in front of your right toes. Bend your right knee. Bring your left hand to your left hip. Twist to the left. Draw your left shoulder back. Maybe reach up. Take a deep breath in. And then as you exhale, bring your hand down. Bend your knees enough to step back to plank. So we're coming back to that wild thing variation. This time we'll do it from plank, but if you want to, you can lower all the way down and do it as we did it before. So right leg lifts. Hold here. You can bring your knee down if you want to, or pulse 4 times as if you're trying to push the ceiling away from you. It's good. One more time. And then let that right foot come over your left leg, come onto the ball of your right foot. Lift your hip. Reach back or reach up. Lift your chest. Breathe. Good. And then reach your arm up. Stack your legs on top of each other. You can bring your bottom knee down. If you want to, you can lift your top leg. Good. Then bend your right knee. Step into your runner's lunge. Nice and quietly. Not a big thud like me. Left hand comes by your right foot. Twisting again to open up to the right. Good. Take a deep breath. And then become light on your left fingers. Lift yourself up. Take a breath here. Nice. And then slowly sweep your arms out to the side so you come to face the front. And then keep turning so you face the left hand side and your legs come to warrior 2. Reach your left hand down your left thigh, right arm up and come into reverse warrior. So your right knee is deeply bent. Good. Come back to your warrior 2 And then we'll slowly come back to that twisted crescent. So pivot on your back foot and sweep your arms round back to face the right hand side. Good. We'll do it once more. So slowly twisting back to the left. Warrior two. Reverse warrior. Good. Come back to warrior two. And then turn back to face the front. Reach up. As you exhale, bring your hands down. Step back to plank. Let your knees come down. Lower yourself all the way down. And then this time, take your hands off your mat. Level with your chest. Elbows up. You could be on your fingertips or your palms. Roll your shoulders back. Inhale, lift into your wide cobra. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. One last time. Inhale and exhale. It's good. Bring your hands in close to your chest. Elbows tuck in. Tuck your toes. Maybe push onto your knees or lift your knees. Lift your thighs. Tighten through your core and then push straight back to your plank. Good. Take a breath in downward facing dog. This is your rest. And then inhale, come forwards to your plank. So coming back to that wild thing variation. If you want to, you can bring your knees down, lower yourself down and lift your left foot. Or left foot lifts towards the ceiling. Push the ceiling away. 2 more times. Good. Slowly come onto your right hand. Take that left foot behind your right leg. Lift up. It's good. Lift your chest. Breathe deeply. Lovely. Inhale, reach up. Stack your legs. Maybe bring your bottom knee down. Maybe hover this top leg. It's good. Bring your left knee in and then step to your runner's lunge. Take a breath. Ground through your right hand. Turn to the left. Inhale your left arm up. Come onto your right fingers. Slowly lift yourself into your twisted crescent lunge. Good. Take a breath. And then slowly sweep your arms out to the side as you come to face front. And then open up into your warrior two. Reverse your warrior. Right hand down your right thigh. Reach back. Good. Come back to warrior two. And then slowly pivot on your back foot. Come back to face the left. Good. Once more. So doing this, just challenging our balance. If you wobble or fall, just smile. Good. Lovely. And then sweep your left arm forwards. Come into a crescent lunge. Reach up. As you exhale, bring your hands down. Step back into plank. Bring your knees down. Lower down. Inhale to cobra. Exhale to downward facing dog. And then just bring your knees down. Sit back in your child's pose. So you can reach your arms forwards. Bring your hands to your heels. Make 2 fists and bring your head to your hands. Let's take 3 deep breaths here. Slowing your breath down. Reconnecting with your breath. It's good. One last deep inhale. Completely exhale. And then if they're not already, reach your arms forwards. Inhale, lift your hips, tuck your toes, come back to downward facing dog. So, this time, lift your left leg. You can lift it a tiny bit or lift it right up, and then bend your left knee and bring it to your right elbow. Lift it high, squeeze, and then shoot this left leg out to the right hand side. So you're on the pinky toe side of that foot, and then come onto the big toe side of your right foot. Lift up into your fallen triangle. Good. Take one more deep breath. As you exhale, bring your hand down, bring your knee back in, bring it tightly in, and then step it forwards into a runner's lunge. Lengthen through your spine. So imagine you're reaching the crown of your head forwards. Take a breath. And then ground your right heel down. So your legs are as if you're coming into warrior 2, but will come into a warrior dog. So take your hands inside of your left foot. Try and make sure that your left knee stays tracking forwards, and reach your hands over to the right top hand corner of your mat. Relax your head and look down. So push strongly into both feet. Try not to feel that you've got all the weight in your front leg. Let your hands take a little weight at the moment, and then maybe you stay exactly where you are, or you can come into a humble warrior variation. So maybe you can lift your hands, bring them to your lower back. If that doesn't feel good, keep your hands down. If your shoulders are comfortable, you can lift your hands. Keep looking down towards your mat. It's good. Take one more deep breath. And then exhale your hands down. So your left hand is at the pinky toe side of your left foot. Take a big step back into your plank. Lower your knees. Lower all the way down. Take your hands wide. Maybe come onto your fingertips. Lift your elbows. Inhale up. So here, see if you can roll your right shoulder back. Roll your left shoulder back. Once more, rolling. Good. Exhale. Come all the way down. Bring your hands back in. Push back to downward facing dog. Take a breath. Really push your fingers into the mat. Push the pads of your fingers into the mat. It's good. So this time your right leg lifts up. Your right knee comes to your left elbow. Hold here. And then shoot this right leg over to the left. So come onto your pinky toe side. Then come onto your right hand. The big toe edge of your left leg. Left arm maybe reaches up, but you can keep it down. Take a deep breath. It's good. Exhale, hand down, bring your knee back in. Draw it into your chest and take a big step forwards. Take a breath in your runner's lunge. So lengthening. Lift your back knee. And then ground through your left heel. So warrior 2 legs. Bring your right hand inside of your right foot, and we'll come into our warrior dog. So you're reaching your hands towards the left top hand corner of your mat. Relax your head. Take a few deep breaths here. So only if you feel comfortable, lift your hands to come into a humble warrior variation. So your hands can stay at your hips, or if your shoulders feel able, lift your hands up. Keep your breath nice and deep and strong. It's good. Release your hands down to the mat. Step back to plank. Lower your knees. Lower all the way down. This time reach your arms forwards. Stretch. And then as you exhale, bring your elbows back and come into Sphinx. So your elbows are underneath your shoulders. If that's not comfortable, bring your elbows further forwards and let your tummy come onto the mat. So still try and draw your belly in towards your spine. Lift your chest, look forwards. Let's take a deep breath here. And then really slowly begin to look to the right. Maybe you can look all the way around and look at your right heel. And then come back through center. Looking to the left or to your left heel. Good. Come back to center. Exhale to lower yourself down and take a full body stretch. Bring your hands on top of each other. Bring your forehead down and just shuffle your hips from side to side. Good. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders. Roll your shoulders back. Lift up to your cobra. Exhale down. Tuck your toes. Come back to downward facing dog. Coming back to the front of the mat. Look forwards. Either walk, step, or you can hop forwards if you would like to. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands to heart. It's good. So find your Tadasana. Feet underneath your hip bones. Lengthen through your spine. Imagine you're reaching the crown of your head towards the sky. Inhale, reach up. As you exhale, turn to the right. Right arm reaches back, left arm reaches forwards. Inhale, turn to the front. Exhale to the left. Good. Inhale back to center. And as you exhale, come into your chair pose, Utkatasana. So just glance down, check you can see your toes. If you can't bring your weight further back into your heels, stick your bottom out. It's good. Inhale, and as you exhale, turn to the right. Right arm reaches back, left arm reaches forwards. Inhale to center, exhale to the left. Inhale to center. Come back to the right. This time take your right hand to your right hip, your left hand to your knee. Maybe twist a bit more. Stay here, or see if you can bring your left upper arm onto your right thigh. Bring your hands into Anjali Mudra and twist. Make sure that your left knee's not jutting out in front of your right. So draw your left hip back. Take a deep breath here. So work to move your belly round, your ribs round, your chest round. Maybe look down at your right foot. Try and keep your knees together. See if you can bring your left heel to your left sit bone. Good. And then take a big step back into a twisted lunge. Lovely. Lift yourself up, coming into your twisted crescent again. So your right arm reaches back, your left arm forwards. Good. So we'll slowly come into a standing balance. So sweep your right arm forwards, look straight ahead, step onto your right foot and lift your left knee up to hip height. Left arm reaches back and twist to the left. Good. So you can bring your right hand to your knee. You can keep reaching forwards, or you can reach for your foot. Maybe you just keep looking to the left, or you look back at your thumb. Take a deep breath here. And then as you exhale, turn to face the front, bring your hands to Anjali Mudra and your foot down. Take a breath. Good. Release your hands, inhale, reach up. Exhale, turn to the right. Right arm reaches back. Inhale through center, exhale to the left. It's good. Inhale through center, exhale back to Utkatasana. So bring your weight into your heels. Sit as deeply as is comfortable for you. Again, turn to the right. Right arm reaches back. Come back through center. Turn to the left. Good. And then come back to the left hand side. So maybe your right hand comes to your left knee, left hand to your hip. And just work on that twist. You can stay here. Or see if you can bring your right upper arm to your left thigh. Bring your hands into prayer and twist. Don't let this right knee jut forward. So draw your right hip back. Rather than move your feet, move your hips. Good. Maybe look down at your left foot. Take your weight onto your left foot and bring your right heel to your right sit bone. Good. Take a big step back into your twisted lunge. Trying to keep your breath nice and even. Lovely. Lift yourself up. Twisted crescent lunge. Right arm reaches forwards, left arm reaches back. Deep breath. And then coming into that standing balance. So bring your left arm forwards. Step onto your left leg, reach your right knee up. Right arm reaches back. Good. So your option is you stay here. You can bring your hand to your knee. You can reach for your foot and lengthen your leg. You can look to the side or you can look towards your right thumb. Good. One last deep breath. And then as you exhale, turn to face the front. Bring your hands to prayer. And your foot down. Take a breath. Lovely. Inhale, reach up again. And as you exhale, come back to your Utkatasana, chair pose. So see if you can come really deeply into your chair pose. So deep that you come into a squat, and then you can bring your hands behind you if you want to, or gently sit yourself down. Good, well done. So stretch your left leg out long, bend your right knee and bring your right foot as close as is comfortable for you. And then turn to the right. Left arm hugs your right leg and your right hand comes behind you. So just don't forget about your left leg. Keep it nice and active with your toes pulling back towards you. Push your heel away. And then think about twisting waist, ribs, chest. You can look to the right or look over your right shoulder towards the back of the room. Take another deep breath here. Good. And then your option is that you stay here. You don't have to do anything else. If you want to, with your left hand, hold the outer edge of your right foot and then begin to lengthen this leg away from you. If your hamstrings feel really tight, you can keep a bend in this knee. We're focusing more on the twist today, so don't worry about your hamstrings. And then think about still chest facing the right, reach your right arm back. Maybe you lengthen more through your leg, but bent is absolutely fine. Take a deep breath here. Good. And then as you exhale, bring your right hand to your right thigh, turn to face the front. Bring both hands to your thigh, lift your leg, point your toes. Keep your chest lifted. Maybe stay here or reach your arms forwards. Keep breathing for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. I hope it wasn't just my leg that was shaking. So same on the other side. Right leg is straight. Left leg is deeply bent. Sit up nice and tall and then hug your leg with your right arm. Turn and bring your left hand down behind you. Straightening your right leg, draw your toes back, push your heel away, and then work on your twist. Breathing deeply into both lungs. Maybe you look over your shoulder, but you can keep looking to the side. Take 2 more deep breaths here. It's good. And then your option is to stay here, or with your right hand, you hold the outside of your left foot. Lift your foot. You can stay here with your knee bent. Keep your chest lifted, your spine long. Reach your left arm back. Maybe you want to work on straightening your leg a little. Try not to round your spine. Keep lifted. Maybe look back towards your hand. It's good. Inhale, and as you exhale, bring your left hand to your thigh. Right hand to your thigh. Lift your chest. Point your toes. You can keep your hands on your thigh if you want to. Or reach. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, well done. Bring your hands behind you. Just give your legs a little shake and then circle your ankles round. Change direction. My mat's very squeaky today. I'm not sure if you can hear that. Good. And then coming into the middle of your mat, lie yourself down. And we'll come into bridge pose. So if you bring your feet underneath your knees and then come into a kind of robot arm. So push your elbows into the mat, fingers towards the ceiling. And then think about a posterior tilt of your pelvis. So you're lifting up slightly so that your lower back is pushing into the mat. So tighten through your pelvic floor, tighten your core, push your elbows down, your feet down, and then lift your hips. Really think about bringing your weight into your heels, lift your hips and squeeze your glutes. So you can take your hands to your glutes, your own glutes, nobody else's glutes, and just check that you are squeezing them. Good. Hold here. If you would like to change your hand position, you can bring your hands down. You can interlace your hands and lift your chest more. Keep squeezing your glutes. Good. Take 1 more deep breath. And then as you exhale, release your hands. Lower yourself all the way down. Good. And then take your knees as wide as your mat. Take your arms out to the side and let both your knees drop to the left. Take a breath. Come back through center. Let them drop to the right. Good. Come back to center. Let them drop to the left again. And this time, if it's comfortable, lift your left foot and place it on your right thigh. If you do that and it hurts your hip or your knee, just bring your foot back to the floor. So you can look to the ceiling or you can look towards your right hand. Just start to think about slowing your breath down, relaxing. Releasing any tension in your facial muscles. Take 1 last deep breath. Good, and then bring that left foot down, lift your knees back up, look to the ceiling, let your knees drop to the right. So either stay here or lift your right foot and bring it onto your left thigh. Easing your thigh down, nothing should hurt. You're either looking to the ceiling or over to your left hand. Slowing and deepening your breath. Good. Bring that right foot flat to the mat. Lift your knees up. And then hug your right knee in towards your chest. Extend through that left leg. Maybe circle your right ankle. Change direction. Good. Release your right leg. Bring your left leg in. Stretch your right leg out long. Maybe circle your left ankle. Change direction. Good. Keep your left leg hugging in. Bring your right knee back in. So keeping your knees together and your lower back on the mat. Begin to make a circle with your knees. Just massaging your lower back. And then make that circle just as big as feels good for you. So you can keep it small or you can make it bigger. And then come to stillness and change direction. So start small again. And if it's nice, make it bigger or stay small. Good. Come to stillness and then with a hand on each knee, individually circle them out away from each other. Good. The next time they come together, change direction. Good. And then give yourself a big hug. So you can either stay hugging your knees in towards you or take your legs wider and come into Happy Baby, Ananda Balasana. So for your Happy Baby, if you find it hard to bring your hands to your feet, you can always keep your hands at the back of your thighs and just draw your thighs down towards you. Or you can bring your hands to your shins, your ankles, or the outside edges of your feet. So you're aiming, if you can, to bring your heels above your knees without lifting your bottom too much. So your lower back is still drawing towards the mat. And maybe if your baby's happy, it can rock from side to side. Maybe your baby wants to stay still. Whichever you prefer is absolutely fine. Take another couple of deep breaths. Good, and then gently release your feet. Give yourself one last hug. Maybe this time lift your head, look towards your knees, squeeze. And then release your legs, bring your arms overhead and take a full body stretch. Good, and then bring your arms down by your side and come into your Shavasana. The best part of class, you made it here. So try and relax your whole body. Relax your facial muscles, your jaw. Let your shoulders settle into the mat. Turn your palms to face up. Feet fall apart. Close your eyes. And just try and take this time for you to consolidate your practice. So relax your whole body and then work towards softening your mind. So just let your thoughts go. So feel the support of the ground beneath you and just let it hold your weight. So don't feel that you're holding tension anywhere, just relax yourself into your mat and let it hold you. And just be aware of any sounds around you. Observe them and just let them be. Have a sense that the sky is above. The horizons are stretching out all around you. And the earth below you is supporting you. You're safe, you're grounded. And just allow your mind to empty anything that no longer is needed. So anything that you don't need to hold on to anymore, just let it go. Let it flow out and away. So anything that no longer serves you, just breathe it out. And then almost feel that you feel lighter. Just become aware of the rise and fall of your breath. Just notice it coming and going. Notice the sensation of your breath. And just take this time for yourself. So maybe after a moment's silence you notice that your mind wandered off, and it's totally natural. Your mind's like a butterfly. It's constantly flying from one flower to another, looking for the next thing. So you're just trying to get your mind to stay on one flower. Just rest there. So if you have more time this morning, please stay in your relaxation. If that's all the time that you have, just really gently begin to bring your attention back to your room. Slowly bring your attention back to your day. Make some movements with your wrists, your ankles, and then do whatever feels good. Maybe a full body stretch, maybe hugging your knees in. Just gently and slowly bring yourself back up to sitting. Bring your hands into Anjali Mudra. Thank yourself for showing up on your yoga mat this morning. I thank you for sharing your practice with me. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Namaste. Thank you.